Welcome to the High School Football Sports Chat on the dpost.com. I'm Todd Murray along with Kristin Kurelic, our high school writer. Kristin, this week, Preston at University. Most years this matchup wouldn't get a whole lot of attention, but this year University High, number 3, 7-1, and the Knights, number 14, with a 5-2 record. What are you expecting out of this one?
Yeah, this should be an exciting matchup, Todd. University has a lot at stake here, and so does Preston for the first time in quite a while. University, if they win out the rest of the season, they could be ranked as high as number 2 in the state. That would earn them home playoff games all the way until the title game. Preston, they're flying a little bit under the radar right now, but they could really make a statement with a win against University. This is going to be probably the best team they've played all season, and they're looking to open some eyes.
What's John Kelly getting some good news? Isaiah Ott, the fullback defensive end, is coming off that broken ankle, and from what we hear, he is going to play against the Knights?
He will play against the Knights. He will probably ease in a little bit and be expected to be full go in the next week in the Mohawk Bowl, but that's huge for UHS. Isaiah, he's 6'1", 260. They're talking about him as a potential Division I recruit, just a sophomore. He got injured in the second game of the season, broke his ankle, and he's worked hard. He's gone through treatment, and he will be back. That will add a whole other dimension to the UHS offense, which has been really coming together in the recent weeks. And it's a boost to the spirits.
Right. If Preston, they could really show that they're for real with a win on the Hawks' home field.
They could. And another thing that they could show is Josiah Nice, their running back. He is at this point in the Kennedy Award discussion. He's got 1,404 yards and 7 touchdowns rushing. This will be the best defense that he's seen all season, and people will be paying attention to this game. So he could make a Kennedy statement. Right.
Clay-Battelle will be at Van on Friday night. The CB 7-0 and ranked number 2 in Class A. They've had some injury problems, obviously, at quarterback with Jarrett Hockenberry and Jacoby Steele. What's going on there?
It's really unfortunate for the CBs. They're, cruising along, ranked number 2 in the state right now, undefeated season, on pace for potentially the first undefeated season in school history. They still could do that, but it definitely is, a little bit more of a battle now. Jarrett Hockenberry, their quarterback, got injured last week. They got his MRI results on Monday of this week. He's got a slight tear in his MCL. He doesn't need surgery. He can come back this season. They're thinking maybe 3 to 4 weeks, which puts him around the end of the season, beginning of playoff time. He'll just need some rest. And Jacoby Steele, who's their backup quarterback and their top running back, was also injured. His is a little less serious. Luckily, he's got just a sprained ankle. They're expecting maybe for him to come back next week against Notre Dame. So CB will have to be on their third-string quarterback against Van, who is Jacoby's younger brother, Elijah. He's a sophomore, and he stepped in the game last week after the other two got hurt and did a respectable job.
Right, you have to figure Van has a little bit of confidence. They started out 0-4, and they've won their last 4, so we'll see what happens in that one. And then another interesting matchup, we have John Marshall at Morgantown High, and the Mohegans have lost 4 straight, really kind of reeling right now, and time is running out for Morgantown.
Right. This is another game where you probably wouldn't have expected going into the season to be saying this at this point, but Morgantown needs this win. They want any chance of the playoffs. They need to win out. John Marshall is they're not a bad team. They're improving a lot. They've got a quality running back and a quality quarterback in Chase Gump and Noah Martin. Those two putting up some big numbers. They will have to be the focus for the MHS defense. Primarily, though, MHS really needs to focus on taking care of the football and finishing games in the fourth quarter. Those are the 2 things that have hurt them in the recent weeks.
Right, I know it's going to be all about pride at Pony Lewis Field Friday night. Kristin, thanks for your time as always, and please continue to follow our high school sports coverage on the dpost.com.